All right, team, welcome to another workout brief, and we have got Thursday's workout brief for you today. So for today's workout, we've got another part A, part B workout. So you can complete them consecutively. You can just chuck on a 20-minute timer and off you go. Or you can do part A, rest a little, and then part into part B. Certainly what I would be doing. So for part A, we've got an alternating EMOM for 12 minutes. In the first minute, you are gonna go for 12 dumbbell thrusters. RX for this is two 22.5 kilo dumbbells or two 15 kilo dumbbells for the male, female. And then in the second minute, you're gonna go for 12 alternating shoulder taps in a handstand, either chest facing or back facing the wall. Now for the thrusters, you can do this with a barbell or you can do it with a dumbbell, single or double dumbbell, and just put that in the notes or change the workout to show what you did. Obviously with the new update to be on the whiteboard, it actually asks you if you did it exactly as written, or you can modify it, which is really cool now. So you can modify the workout to exactly what you did. It still puts you on the same leaderboard as every other person who's done that workout, but you've got your own specific scaling there in the actual workout rather than having to make notes on it, which is pretty cool. So grab your chosen weight and you are gonna go for 12 of those thrusters. We're gonna make sure we're keeping the elbows nice and high with those. Make sure that you are popping the dumbbell off your shoulder as you come up out of that squat. The last third of that squat as you come up should be fast. Okay, you really wanna make sure you're rocketing that weight off the shoulders, straight to overhead, getting that full lockout, taking an inhale as the dumbbells come back down so that you have got a good cushion of air in your torso to absorb the weight and go straight into that next squat. Even though you've got a whole minute to do those, I want you to try and go for 12 as fast as possible, unbroken, get plenty of rest. That's the method we want to use for that. Same with the handstand shoulder taps. We want to try and kick up into that handstand immediately as the minute turns over, get those shoulder taps done and come down and rest. Ideally it should be in one set, so reduce the number if you need to. For those of you that are not quite there yet with the handstand, we're going to do them in a pike, so feet on a surface like the stairs, chair, table, sofa, or you can do them in a push-up position, and if they feel easy, do a few more, okay? Those 12 should take you no more than 20 to 30 seconds, but also no less than 20 to 30 seconds, okay? By the time you've kicked up and you've done those, then you should be somewhere in that 20-second realm, and then you've got plenty of rest. If you've got way less rest than that, then I want you to scale the number. And if you've got way more than rest than that, if you're finishing that up in 5 seconds, then maybe do a little bit more, because obviously the scaling that you've got is easy enough for you that you can try and push a little bit harder on that. Once you finish that 12-minute EMOM, we are into part B. In part B, we're gonna do 12 alternating pistol squats into 2 pike push-ups. Every time you finish 12 alternating pistols, you're going to do the number you did in pike push-ups in the previous round plus 2. So you're adding 2 to the pike push-ups every round. So it goes 12-2, 12-4, 12-6, 12-8, etc. all the way through as many rounds as possible in 8 minutes. So those pike push-ups are going to start to get harder as you go. Now these are not super easy, but to scale these pike handstand push-ups or pike push-ups, what we're gonna do is we are gonna set up our hands and then we are gonna have a point that we're aiming for in front, which is gonna set up our tripod. Okay, we always wanna make sure that we are aiming to put our head down in front of our hands, not between our hands. And then if we wanna make these a little bit easier, we put a cushion there so that we're aiming to tap down to that cushion rather than all the way to the floor. If you don't feel particularly confident with these, I would definitely put a cushion down because you don't wanna bash the head down to the floor. If you want to make these as challenging as possible, then either your head goes down to the same level as your hands, and you can use plates or books or anything like that to make that happen, or you make it even harder and you can make deficit. So for deficit, all we're going to do is we're going to raise the hands up a higher level than where the head is aiming to. Hey, how's it going? What have you got? Snow? So for scaling for the pistols, you can, if you need to, scale them to air squats, or you can scale them to a single leg sit down to both legs standing up, or a single leg sit down, single leg stand up. Now, you want to try and aim for a surface which puts you below parallel in that squat, but if you need to scale that, aim for a chair that puts you just above parallel and practice that sit down, stand up with the single leg. You can also reduce the number of reps if you need to, but try and adjust the intensity of the movement, but stick with the 12 reps if possible. Once you've gone through your cool down, we are gonna get into some glute stretch and then grab that lacrosse ball or foam roller and we're gonna work through lats, calves, quads, whatever needs working on today. Hope you enjoyed these part A, part B workouts we've been putting in, and we are gonna get into tomorrow's workout brief tomorrow. Catch you then.